Alrighty, good morning. Um, First of all, disclaimers. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a personal trainer with a specialty in weight loss and fitness nutrition, and I'm well read on this subject. But you should do your own research, and if this is something that you're interested in doing, um, then do your own research and make sure you're not pre-diabetic or diabetic before you try and do something like this. It's completely safe if you're not diabetic or pre-diabetic. Um, so what we're going to do is we're going to test our blood sugar because there's a way to manipulate your blood sugar to maximize muscle growth. And I know this is not for everybody, but this is part of the science stuff that I love about it. And I've been spiking my blood sugar post-workout and pre-workout for years, but I've never tested my blood sugar. So I bought a kit online, Amazon, for about $20 to start testing my blood sugar to verify, number one, that I'm not pre-diabetic or diabetic. Number two, establish a baseline for my blood sugar fasted, and start to find what the proper amount of sugar coming in pre-workout is enough to spike my insulin. So, dating back to years when, enhanced bodybuilders, a lot of times you hear about steroids, but they were also doing insulin injections, which is very unsafe. You mess it up once, you could die. So there's a way to do that in a much safer manner, not an injection, but to use natural sugars in your diet that you eat to spike your insulin to get a similar result. And that's what I've been doing for doing it for years, but now I'm actually measuring it. So when you're 52 years old and looking every bit of 52 this morning, because I haven't had any coffee or anything to drink or to eat yet, because I want to do this fasted. I've been doing it for about a week now in the morning. So insert a blood strip. I'm going to take out my old Lancet out. This is the one I used last night. I'm going to pop a new one in. Prep this up. Put the lid back on. Again, we spike our insulin through sugar to, of course, raise blood sugar. Insulin responds, and then that is a mechanism for opening up the muscle cells to take in nutrition. And it's a powerful way to do that. So here we go. I know this is going to be, hopefully you're not squeamish. Squeamish? So I'm pulling a little bit of blood out. And then I'm going to give it a test here and see where I'm at after, I don't know. How long has it been since I've had anything to eat? So here we go. It's probably been 12 hours. 96, so below 100, and that's where you want to be. That confirms that I'm not pre-diabetic, and I'm healthy, and my pancreas and insulin hormones are working correctly. So again, I wouldn't want to do this if I were pre-diabetic or diabetic, which means my numbers would be over 140, 150 fasted. We don't want that. My numbers are below 100, which is fantastic after being in a fasted condition. So what's going to happen next is, I'm going to have coffee and eat, but this afternoon before I work out, I'm going to purposely raise my blood sugar by taking in some natural sugars like dextrose. You could use Gatorade. You could use a number of things, except for fructose. You want to use some type of simple sugar to spike the insulin, and the range I'm looking for is probably to get to 140 or 150 right before the workout. And then you do the workout, provide the muscle the stimulus it needs while the blood sugar is raised. Because when insulin is in the body, the cells are open for business. They're open to take in the bulk of the nutrition you give it for that period of time while the insulin or the blood sugar is raised. So that's what we're after here. This is just simply a way to maximize muscle growth. I know it's not necessarily for everybody, but this is the part I love about it, the science behind it. And when you're 52 years old and a grandfather and the prime years are past you in terms of muscle building, you're looking for any advantage you can get. And this is one of those. This is one of those things you can do to maximize your blood sugar. You don't particularly have to measure your blood sugar every single day, but I chose to do that for about a week just to confirm where I was and how much I was raising my blood sugar. And I've got it dialed in, and I would recommend anybody who wants to do that to do the same. Don't just start taking a bunch of sugar pre-workout without confirming you're not already pre-diabetic or God forbid, diabetic. All right, I'll see you at the workout. All right, here we go. Just tested blood sugar. Getting ready to start the workout. We're at 148. So how did we get our blood sugar up that far? 20 to 30 grams of dextrose, amino acids. So what's happened is blood sugar has gone up. Pancreas responds by sending in insulin, unlocks the muscles for business. Doors are open for business. So we need to provide the stimulus in terms of the workout. And while the muscles are open for business, they get the rest of the amino acids. And then post-workout, while the doors are still open, we drop the protein bomb on it. And we give it all the nutrition it needs. We give it the carbohydrates it needs to replenish. And we've created a conducive period of time for the next probably 90 minutes to maximize the muscle growth by opening the doors for the muscle cells to take in as much nutrition as possible. Cortisol has been tamped down. Insulin is up. It's exactly where we want it. We'll check in at the post-workout and see where blood sugar is then. All right, bye. All right, post-workout, we rested for about 15 minutes, and then now we're going to check. Going to check to see where we're at. Hopefully you're not getting nauseous here. The things I do. All right, let's see what happens. 97. Perfect. So pretty much hit the trigger, or hit the number I was looking for pre-workout by spiking the insulin, and post-workout. So went from 140, 147 to 97. So where do you think that sugar went to? That sugar went into, became the shuttle for the nutrients to go into the muscle. So the worst thing that could have happened there is that we were around, let's just say the number came back, instead of 97, came back at 120, 130, or even 140. That's not good because, number one, we didn't work out hard enough. Number two, we didn't use that blood sugar for a good purpose. And all that's going to happen in that case is we're going to get fat. We're just going to add weight, and that's not what we want. So we burned off about 50 points between the start of the workout and the end of the workout. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to feed those muscles, replenish the muscle with protein shake, which has my whey protein in it, which will spike again temporarily the blood sugar, opening the doors up on the muscles, open for business again, take in the nutrients for that, Soon after that, have dinner, more nutrients. So we've done exactly what I wanted to do today. Spiked insulin, tamped down cortisol, worked out, insulin gradually dropped. So now we're going to spike it up again temporarily, not quite as high, with the protein shake, take in more nutrients, have a meal, more nutrients, and as the evening goes on, let blood sugar come back down to normal. And then repeat the same cycle again tomorrow. And tomorrow when I wake up, blood sugar should be about 100 again, proving that I'm not pre-diabetic and proving that we used and manipulated our insulin and blood sugar levels to our benefit. So there you go. That's how it's done. Talk to you later.